Morning, everyone. Welcome to class. Well, in continuing the series on social safeguarding, in the last part of the series that we talked about, in rounding up that series, we talked about the types of abuse, and we said we had neglect is a form of abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and we talked about physical abuse. We listed them. In today's session, we'll just be focusing on physical abuse. We'll talk about what physical abuse is all about and two indicators that educators and teachers would see and say, okay, this child is undergoing, or this vulnerable adult is having physical abuse. And so the two indicators will be physical indicators and behavior indicators that the teacher or the educator could see and say, okay, something is not right here. Physical abuse is deliberately hurting a child, just deliberately hurting or causing harm to a child or a vulnerable adult. It might take a variety of different forms like hitting, biting, pinching, shaking, throwing, poisoning, burning, scathing, drowning, or even suffocating a child. It's a physical harm being done to a child or a vulnerable adult. Now, how would educators and teachers identify a child and an adult that is undergoing physical abuse? There are two indicators. You look at the physical indicators and you look at the behavioral indicators. For the physical indicators, you look at scratches. When you find scratches on the body, all over the body or any parts of the child, you look at bite marks or wefts. If you see bruises in places difficult to mark, places like behind the ears, the groin. If you see burns, unexplained burns, on untreated injuries, these are physical indicators that educators and teachers will look at and say, okay, something is not right here. This child is undergoing, or this vulnerable adult is undergoing physical abuse. In conclusion, we look at also the behavioral indicators. For behavioral indicators, you are looking at self-mutilation tendencies. A child and an adult who self-harm, they want to deliberately hurt themselves because they not enjoy pain, or it's like a soothing mechanism for that child or vulnerable adult. You look at those kind of behaviors and you say, okay, something is not right here. Chronic runaway. Parents are reporting my child has run away from home. I have not seen this boy. I have not seen this girl. There's something wrong. You need to investigate. You need to find out the root cause and address it. Aggressive or withdrawn. So teachers and educators complain this child is too aggressive or is withdrawn. He or she doesn't talk in class. It is important that teachers and educators learn how to do a diagnostic assessment. Diagnostic not in a cognitive, diagnostic in behavioral. You want to know, and also diagnostics in demography, and in a class where you have, sometimes when you do this diagnosis and you find out that most of your students, especially those in public schools, even in private schools, some of them are house helps, some are staying with only. This gives you this information. You don't just gather them; they help you, in identifying behavioral indicators that are tied or linked to physical abuse. Another behavioral indicator is fear of returning home. A child closes from school, they stay in school. They stay till it gets dark. They don't find comfort or joy in going home. Something is wrong. You, as educators and teachers, you need to investigate. Undue fear of adults and some specific people that children don't want to identify with. When you say great uncle, uncle wants to, they don't want. They don't want to associate with such persons. They avoid them. You need to find out. Then lastly, for behavior indicator is fearful watchfulness. They're always scared, looking behind their shoulders, agitated. These are behavior indicators that educators and the teachers should look closely and take very seriously when it comes to physical abuse. If you want to learn more on physical abuse and the physical and behavior indicators, how you can better identify them, you have to subscribe to our channel, invite us for training. We have more materials to share with you. And these physical abuse is something that educators must take very seriously and ensure that our children and vulnerable adults in our schools are safe every day, not sometime. Thank you for watching. My name is Imokwele Okina once again. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.